In Syria, most of the guns went silent today as part of a peace deal. It's the first break since the dictator Bashar Al-Assad set out to crush a freedom movement that rose up against him 1 year ago. But the former head of the UN, Kofi Annan, said that Assad has not fulfilled all the terms of the truce that Annan had negotiated with him. Elizabeth Palmer found evidence of that herself. She is one of only a few journalists reporting from Syria tonight.
Just 3 miles from the very center of Damascus, the ceasefire was holding. But the army certainly hadn't pulled back as it had promised to do. The Syrian government refused us permission to film in these suburbs where opposition to President Assad is strong.
He's looking at you, Liz.
So we used a hidden camera to get pictures of the tanks and the traffic squeezing past checkpoints every few blocks. Outside Damascus, in the centers of resistance, Homs and Hama, activist video shows an equally heavy military presence, in violation of Syria's commitment to the United Nations. Some troops have pulled back, says the government, but Jihad Makdisi, the foreign minister spokesman, refused to say when the rest would follow.
So when will you be out of the populations?
We are already implementing this, and we notified Mr. Annan.
In the eastern Damascus suburbs, we stopped at a store, and immediately opposition followers found us.
Do you believe that the army has promised to respect a ceasefire?
No. Not a bit, said these men. We're going to demonstrate tomorrow. We're not afraid. Our aim is to get rid of Assad. Over the past year, vast crowds of people marched in cities across Syria. Then they were demanding more freedom and political change. But that was before the crackdown.
Has this military operation not made the problem worse by killing thousands of people?
You have to know that the casualties are not only from one side.
Fair enough, but thousands of them are from that side, and those people hate you.
What's the way out? What's the way out? It's reconciliation. It's dialogue.
Liz Palmer is joining us in Damascus. Liz, the Foreign Ministry spokesman said reconciliation and dialogue, but what are the chances that's going to happen now?
Well, this is a really divided country, Scott, and there's a growing hardcore of people who say, sure, we'll negotiate as long as the negotiations lead to President Assad stepping down. Now, the government is never going to agree to that condition going into talks, so let's just say the prospects are not very bright. And that's if this ceasefire holds, but I haven't met one person in Damascus who believes that it will.
A volatile situation. Liz, thanks very much.